Hello VC, what's going on? It's Will, and I am back with yet another quick album review. And today I'm going to be reviewing the newest album by the alternative rock / indie rock duo The Kills, with their newest album called Ash and Ice. And this one just came out a few months ago in 2016 on Domino Recordings. And of course, The Kills are fronted by Alison Mosshart, which is mostly known nowadays for her work in the side project that she did with Jack White, which is called The Dead Weather, which is also actually a supergroup. They just came out with a great new album last year that is highly recommended as well. But actually, I followed Alison Mosshart since the late 90s, when she was in a little punk band or a pop punk band called Discount, which is a fantastic band. If you're into pop punk, make sure that you check out one of the older Discount albums. And she's a singer there, and I've always liked her voice. I've always liked her style of music, so I've been following her work since then. And there are some albums from The Kills that I like, some that I don't like as much, but overall I think The Kills are a great band. So of course I had to pick this one up when it came out just a few months ago, and I picked it up on CD, but after seeing it, I really wish that I had picked it up on vinyl, because the artwork here is pretty impressive. I don't know if you can see there, but the design that they have here of the volcano and the cocktail drink are actually embossed in gold. So it looks really nice. I don't know if you can see it there very well, but it shines a little bit when you see the reflection over there. And also the back also has the same design with all the tracks of all the names of the songs right here in the back. So it ends up looking really great. I really wish that I had picked it up on vinyl. And the booklet came with a lot of cool artwork and the lyrics as well. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna try to find it on vinyl as well if the price is better later on. But for now I have it on CD, and it sounds great too, so I'm happy with it. And let's actually go ahead and check out a short clip from one of the songs in the album. This is the first song in Ash and Ice. This one's called Doing It to Death. Let's check it out. Alright, so as you can hear from that opening track in Ash and Ice, the style that the Kills are using in this new album, it's a very simple style of rock and roll, in a way that they're trying to keep everything as minimal as possible, or as simple as possible, and I would say in a good way. In a way that they just have Jamie Hince on guitar and Alison Mosshart in the vocals, and sometimes playing guitar as well in some of the songs. And not much else. They do add some drums or some electronic drums and electronic beats in some of the songs, but they do not go too crazy on them. And essentially this band is just the vocals and the guitar, which if you think about it, it might be one of the purest forms of rock and roll. In a way that it almost sounds like just a couple of good friends got together. One of them had a guitar, the other one had a great voice, and they just started jamming and producing great and creative music. It just sounds like it was done very organically. And I would say that the Kills have been doing that kind of music for a very long time, and I think that's why they have lasted for so long, at least. The guitars are just amazing in this record. Jamie Hince, he does a great job with the guitars. He has some great solos as well. And Alison's vocals are just impeccable. She still got it. She can still sing as she did when she was back in Discount. Her style of singing is it's a very unique style, I would say, where it almost sounds a little bit bluesy, but you can almost feel the way that she, or her mood, or the feeling of the song in general, just from hearing the tone of her voice when she's singing. She does a great job at showing that kind of emotion in a lot of those songs, just by the tone of her voice, not necessarily just by the words or the lyrics of what she's saying in the song. She does a great job, and of course Jamie Hince, he's fantastic at the guitar as well. Let's actually go ahead and check out another short clip from Ashen Eyes. This one's called Heart of a Dog. Alright, so a little bit about the theme in the new album by The Kills, or I should say the themes in the new album, because I don't think that The Kills are really telling a single story throughout the whole record. I think they might be telling multiple stories, or they may have multiple themes in each of the songs of the Ashen Eyes, because from what I understand, they haven't come up with a new album in over 5 years, so they had a lot of time to really be working on new music, on the new lyrics as well. Both of them separate but in different side projects, so they had really plenty of time to work on new songs, and the result, I think, is it was great, because both the lyrics and the music are just fantastic. In particular, the highlight of the album by far is the song called Siberian Nights, which is just a fantastic tune, perhaps the best song that The Kills have ever made. Great guitars, the lyrics are just amazing. From what I understand, it's a song that was written by Jamie when he was traveling in the Trans-Siberian Express across Russia, or in Eastern Europe at least, going through this crazy trip so far away from home, and you can tell that from the lyrics. The lyrics are just incredible. You can almost feel, or you can see how he felt when he was going through that trip so far away from home. Just a great piece of work right there, and the guitars are just impeccable. Let's actually just go ahead and check out a short clip from that song, because that song is amazing. Let's check it out. Alright, and just to wrap up the review, just a few thoughts on the whole album by The Kills. Fantastic album. It might be one of the best records by The Kills. In my opinion, there's two highlights in the whole record, which are two songs. One of them is called Hum for Your Buzz, and the second one is the one that I mentioned before, the Siberian Nights. Hum for Your Buzz, amazing song, kind of like one of the slower songs in the album, but it's really good. Kind of like going back to what I said before about the purest form of rock and roll. It's a simple song, just Jamie playing or picking on the guitar, and Alison singing in a bluesy kind of way. Great song, check it out. I wish I could play it for you here in the video, but I would actually get a hit on the copyright infringement if I played you that song. So I'll put a link here in the description so you can go ahead and check out that song, Hum for Your Buzz. Great song by The Kills. But overall, a great album. It flows really well. Amazing guitars, the vocals, like I said before, just impeccable. Overall, Ashen Eyes shows how The Kills are maturing as a band. Even though they're just a duo, it feels like they're growing as musicians and as artists. And I wish this was the kind of band that just produces an album every year, but they don't. They take their time. But in my opinion, it's worth it, because what they came up with this new album, almost 5 years since their previous release, it's worth the wait. So I look forward for their future releases, even though though it might take a few years. It's also a very moody kind of album. I recommend listening to it at night, and maybe when you're chilling out at home, perhaps with a beer or two. Just a very chill album overall, a great tune to just relax at night. And last but not least, I highly recommend that you go see The Kills live, because they put a great show. I just saw them playing live here in Atlanta a few months ago. They put a great show, and they play some great music out there, so don't miss them if they come to your town. Needless to say, a great album. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend that you pick it up, and I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this album. Thanks for watching VC, and take care. Bye bye.